Thank you for joining our Wealth Starts Today hangout. I am going to give about 4 to 5 minutes before I get started for anybody else that's going to join. So just kind of chill here for a minute. All right, I'm going to get started in about 2 more minutes. Maybe one more. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started here. Again, thank you so much for joining today's Wealth Starts Today hangout with me. I am Denise Nicole. For those of you all who know me, for those of you all who don't, again, welcome and thank you so much for joining tonight's hangout. So, I just want to start by giving you a brief introduction about me. Those of you all who know me have heard this before. Those of you all who don't, hopefully you'll enjoy just hearing a little bit about my life. So I am a single mother of 2 girls. I have a 13-year-old and a 10-year-old who will be 11 in October. And so I know you guys are probably like, looking at me like, you have a teenage daughter? Yes, I do, and a preteen as well. Um, so I started out with that because obviously I had my first child when I was really, really young, 19 to be exact. I had my second baby when I was 21. And as a result, being a single, I was a single parent, am a single parent, have taken care of the girls majority by myself. And I don't say that like pridefully, like, yeah, I can do all things. It's just the consequence of the situation that I was in, and so anybody who is a single parent out there or who knows a single parent who understands that struggle, um, realizes how important children are to the parent that is taking care of them. The parent, who is taking care of them more times than not has to sacrifice a lot for themselves, especially you think about somebody being 19 to 21 years old. There are times where I literally, just being honest with myself, am like, I never, got a chance to grow up, if you will. I never got a chance to experience adulthood without having kids. So majority of my life I was a mother. Yeah, especially at this point, I've been, well, I don't even know what I was about to say, but in any event, a large part of my life has been dedicated to my girls, and you know, doing the math, I did not complete my college education before I had them. And so there comes a point in time where, because these children are important to you, you ask yourself, or you're thinking to yourself, all right, like, how am I going to take care of them? How am I going to take care of myself? How am I going to support my family? And, early on, I just got jobs where I could. I was always smart in school, and I've always excelled in pretty much everything that I put my mind to. So, getting a job and excelling in a job has never been an issue for me. And I did end up going back to school and getting my bachelor's degree in human relations and counseling. And, I love talking to people. I love hearing, listening to people, and coming up with solutions to help them get through whatever it is that they're going through. But one of the reasons why I did not pursue that career path past my bachelor's is because of the student loan debt that I actually got in as a result. So, about 5 years ago, I actually landed a job at a company where a lot of the jobs that I had done had something to do with data entry. They were all, and I always have had a natural inclination towards technology. So I've always like picked up technology really easy, been intrigued by technology, and I always had a dream of like working in information technology. Even though that was not my background, like I always say, like, if I could do it all over again, I would go to Georgia Tech and I would become an engineer or a computer programmer, or a graphic designer, something like that. If I had never gotten pregnant, that's what now, hindsight 2020, looking back, what I would have done. But that wasn't my life. And so, like I said, about 5 years ago, I kind of worked my way into the data entry field. So where I landed a job that was in data entry, and a couple years into that position, I got a promotion and became a trainer. And then a couple years later, I was actually able to do some quality assurance in information technology. And it was so cool to be able to use and to use all of my natural ability with technology in this position. It was nothing but the grace of God, in my opinion, because, like I said, I did not have the skill set per se. I did not have the degree, but I was able to work in information technology, and I did a very, very good job with it. But the longer I worked, the older my girls got. And, one of the things that is really, really important to me, especially because I have girls and I am a female, I am a woman, was being able to pay attention to my daughters in ways that I remember or wish, let me say it like this, in ways that I wish I had been paid attention to when I was an adolescent. And so, you know, the sad part about it is that one day I just kind of woke up and, like I said, my daughter was 13, and it was like, okay, where have I been all of this time? And, um, kids will be kids. They will have doctor's appointments. They will have, different little issues that come up, you know, a call home from the teacher here and there. But at the end of last year, it was just a culmination of things where I just knew I could no longer stay in this situation of working a 9 to 5 that was taking me away from my girls. I wasn't able to be here, when they got home from school. So now I'm having to pay an after school program. And, if any of you have kids married or, single or married, whatever, that those after school programs are like taxing. And that, at some point, it got to the point where I felt like, well, who am I working to pay? Am I really working to support my family, or am I working to pay you, an after school person, to take care of my kids because I'm not available, because I need to go work to pay you? And it got to be insane. The kids weren't enjoying, the experience they were getting, and I was, feeling like, well, I could do this, or I could be at home with them, and so along came an opportunity, the same opportunity that I'm going to tell you guys about, an opportunity to run a health and beauty business, an opportunity to work from home, to set my own hours, to not have to worry about, submitting a leave request, or, being told that all of your vacation or sick leave has been used, and now, any time away from work is going to be without pay, and so there are two reasons why I actually loved the opportunity. One was the product, and obviously, and the other was the opportunity to build wealth. And so before I actually go any further into, talking about the products and the opportunity, I wanted to share with you guys an excerpt from a book. One of my business partners and super, super close friends sent this to a group message that we have going on this morning. And she's actually reading from this book called The Secrets of a Millionaire Mind. And the part that she, highlighted when she sent over is talking about, exactly what I put in the tagline for this hangout today, why the vast majority of millionaires become rich by being in their own business. And it's talking about how extremely difficult it is to create wealth when the tax man is grabbing almost half of everything you earn. It says when you own a business, you can save a small fortune in taxes by writing off a portion of your expenses for such things as car, travel, education, even your home. And for that reason alone, it's worth having your own business. If you don't have a brilliant business idea, not to worry. You can use someone else's. First, you can become a commission salesperson. Selling is one of the world's highest paid professions. If you're good, you can earn a fortune. Second, you can join a network marketing company. There are dozens of excellent ones, and they have in place all of the products and systems you need to get started immediately. For just a few bucks, you become a distributor and have all the benefits of owning a business with few of the administrative hassles. So I was, she didn't even know that I already had this hangout planned. But when I saw this, I was like, I have to share this through or on my hangout today. And I said that because, before the opportunity was presented to me, I thought about the traditional way of starting a business. And, if I once heard it said like this, if you're doing something and it's not generating income, then it's just a hobby. And to be very, very honest, at that point, I just had a hobby. It was a good hobby. It made people feel good. It made me feel good. I was passionate about it, but I was not generating income. So I had to be honest with myself. Just how can I be an entrepreneur? What can I do to answer this solution without going through the traditional way of, applying for a small business loan, hiring staff, got to go through all of the business laws and all of these different things. And then take about 5 years to pay off that student business loan before, I really started generating some profit. And the opportunity was presented to me. So the first thing I want to tell you about is what it is that I actually do. I am, if you guys may still be wondering, I am an It Works Global Independent Distributor. I'm actually a diamond leader in my team on It Works Global. Within It Works Global. So I've reached one of what they call the first leadership levels. And doing that in the month that I did it also allowed me the opportunity to earn a $20,000 bonus. That's on top of the commissions that I already received at that leadership level. And so, when I talk about this opportunity, of course, the first question is, well, what are you getting paid for? What do you do? And so basically, because It Works is not a company that you're going to see commercials on a television for, or that you're going to see advertisements on a billboard, or that you're going to see on the shelves of a store. Basically, as an independent distributor, I am an advertiser for their product. They provide the product. They do the research, all of the legalities, all of the legal stuff, the compliance stuff. They, as a company, handle all of that. And just like they handle inventory, just like the excerpt from the book said, I just get to come in and start a business. I get to launch a business by distributing their products, by advertising, and by marketing their products. So that literally is what I do as an independent distributor of It Works Global. I do that in a couple of ways. And so one of the things that I do is I have health and wellness and beauty parties. We call them wrap parties. And we'll come back to what the wrap actually is and why we call it a wrap party. But it's more than a wrap party in that the wrap is only one of our products, but we actually sample a handful of products during those particular parties. I do what's called a blitz, where, when I'm in the store, I have a card that has my, y'all have to forgive my background. I am remodeling in my office, but I still wanted to get this hangout to you. So this is what I like to call my coupon/blitz card. And when I'm in, Target, because I go to Target regularly, if I see someone who looks like they're in health or wellness or beauty, I just ask them, hey, can I give you a coupon? And then, if they say, yeah, what is it? Oh, have you heard of It Works? And they say yes or no. And then I say, well, what, or they may say, what is it? And so I show them, well, our flagship product is a wrap that's heightened, tones, and firms, but we have 30 additional products that are all natural, that are all for your health, wellness, or your beauty needs. And then they're like, oh yeah, I was looking for this, or I would love to try this. And then what the coupon allows me to do is it also says, you can try one of these for free if you schedule a party with me. And so that literally is what I do as an independent distributor. I get paid to advertise this product, to distribute this product. So Now you're probably asking, all right, that doesn't seem too hard, but let's get to the money. Like, how much are you really getting paid? How do you get paid? And so I just really, really quickly would like to break down the three ways that we actually get paid as independent distributors. And so, as I mentioned earlier, the flagship product is the actual wrap. It is a body wrap that you can use anywhere below your neck. And whenever I have a wrap in my hand and I'm telling someone about this product and they say, "Oh, can I try it?" then I have the opportunity to actually sell that wrap to them right there. Or by what am I trying to say? I'm sorry, y'all. I have the opportunity of selling that wrap right then and there by scheduling a one-on-one wrap appointment with them. And when I go to them and wrap them, they're going to pay me for that wrap. So the first way I get paid as an independent distributor is with wrap cash. It's cash that I can put in my pocket. I purchase these wraps at a discounted price as a distributor, and I'm able to get retail price for them when I sell them to my customers. So the second way that I actually get paid as a distributor is through commissions. And so there are actually 5 different levels of commissions that you get paid when you join this business and you start building a team. And I'm not going to list all of those out right now, but if when you call me or text me because you're interested, then I will definitely do what's necessary to detail all of those things out to you and tell you, each percentage level that you will get paid as you start building your team. The other thing, well, let me not say the other thing, but what happens with these percentages, though, especially when you start building your team, this is where the residual income comes in for you, because now you're going to get a percent of everything that your team does, and you're going to continue to get that as long as you're in the business and as long as they're in the business. And so, anytime that I can have the opportunity to start building residual income, it's just amazing. It's money that's working for me versus me working for that money. So the last way that we actually get paid is through through bonuses. And so there are a couple bonuses that are just always going on. And then, of course, we have the promotional bonuses. So like that $20,000 bonus that I was telling you guys about that I was able to earn by achieving a diamond rank in the month of March. That was a promotional bonus. That bonus is no longer available. You had to meet that mark then. But there are some bonuses in place that will continue to happen no matter what level I am, no matter what date it is. And so the company the company calls our bonuses good bonuses, and good stands for get out of debt, because It Works has been out of debt since 2008. The company has been around since 2001, so they just celebrated their 14-year anniversary. And I know that there's always concern about multi-level marketing businesses or network marketing businesses, like, well, is it going to turn over? Is somebody going to buy them? Well, how successful are they? And is it a pyramid scheme? First of all, pyramid schemes are illegal, so no, this is not a pyramid scheme. Second of all, this company in particular has thoroughly proved its strength for a number of reasons. We just had a BOGO last month where we literally had more than 70,000 customers in less than 2 days. It's crazy. So people want the product that we have, okay? Not to mention, our company only has 100,000 distributors, and only about 65 of those distributors have reached the highest level of leadership in this company. When I think about Avon and Mary Kay, Avon has approximately 700,000 distributors, and Mary Kay upwards of 1 million. And here we are, have sustaining ourselves over the last 14 years with just 100,000 distributors. And so it's like, if there's not a better time to get in this business, I don't know what to tell you, or what to say for you to get that this is the best time to get into this business, because we are only going to continue to soar. It Works was number 15 in network marketing companies in the US and number 31 in the actual world. So again, this is a global business. We're in 11 different countries, and the opportunity, like I said, is just amazing. It's uncapped, and it's actually untapped as well, because we were also quoted a statistic that we have not surpassed 1% of the US customer base yet. And that is, like I said, it's crazy. So the next thing that I want to talk about is how we do it. So as I mentioned earlier, Mary Kay, if you are familiar with Mary Kay, if you're familiar with Avon, those are, should in your mind represent that you have products and you sell those products, and you, as I said before, get commission and other good things as a result of selling those products. The only difference, though, or let me say not the only difference, but one of the differences is that you're not having to purchase a lot of products yourself and then sell them to keep the profit. Just like you're not having to, you don't have to gather the money for the products and then order them and then you keep the profit as well. Like there's less exchange between all of that. We have an awesome program that allows our clients to try our products at a 40% off discount, which again, I don't know very much about Mary Kay. I did do Avon for a couple of weeks, and this is not in any way trying to make a comparison, to say that one is better than the other. But I will say that it's just not the same. They're not the same. That it is different. And not to mention, it's not just makeup or cute little knickknacks, but these products are, like I said, all natural. They're healthy. They are products for skincare. They're products for detoxing your body, and alkaline your body, and they are for body contouring, and then just your daily supplement, just to make sure that you have the minerals and the whatever else that you need on a daily basis. And so that is actually, as I said, it's how we do it. So you do own your own business, but you don't, again, have to order the product and try to sell it or collect money and keep the difference. Now, one of the reasons why I absolutely love It Works is because of the support that I have never received anywhere else that I'm able to receive as an independent distributor. And so when you come into this business, you are definitely, I say this all the time, you're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. You are going to be connected directly to me. If you come in, and say, Denise, I want to join your team, then guess who is going to be your sponsor? Me. And guess who's going to train you within the first week in your business? Me. And guess who's going to be available to answer any text message or phone call or question that you have, and will plug you in, not just to my team, but also to the people who are above me, the people who have been in this business longer than me, who are top money earners themselves, who, are millionaires as a result of this business. You will be able to have live question and answer sessions with these people, and live trainings with these people on a weekly basis, with me on a weekly basis. And so you know, we have this motto that we say, one team, one mission. And it's crazy because you hear that. And I think that sometimes because, you know, everybody isn't so welcoming, and sometimes there isn't always a sense of community in situations where you think they should, you kind of have this, like, you know, this monkey on your shoulder where you're like, it sounds good, but I really just don't know, until you start experiencing it for yourself. When you start getting, you know, I'm so proud of you from people that you've never met, you know, when you start getting, you know, hey, you know, I see what you're doing and I just love it. Keep doing a great job. And when, you know, you're getting the opportunity to host training calls for other groups because people see you and they're pouring into you and they're telling you how they were successful, and you know, it's just amazing the level of support that we have in this particular opportunity. There's never a day where I feel alone, you know, and I'm able to do this business with my friends, people who of course I already love, but I'm also able to find friends in this business and turn, you know, relationships with people who I never knew into, you know, long lasting relationships where, you know, we're looking out for one another, we're checking up on one another, we're there during rough times and high times alike. And again, it is amazing. Never had this opportunity ever before. So I've told you guys what we do. I've told you how we do it and how we get paid. Now I just wanted to tell you kind of what it is that you would need to do in order to get started. And then I just wanted to, just for the sake of it, go over the actual flagship product and why. I wanted to give you why, you know, I chose this business, why it was this product that I chose. And so, as I said earlier in this hangout, I had my first child at 19. I had my second child at 21. I literally have been the same size since then. I say that to say that we, even though the company was around back then, I didn't know anything about this product, okay? And I don't feel like a lot of people knew about, you know, cocoa butter stretch mark cream and, you know, use oils and all of this stuff on your stomach when you get pregnant to increase your elasticity, to prevent stretch marks and all this stuff, to prevent sagging skin. And so here I am, you know, still in my mid 20s, uncomfortable wearing a two-piece swimsuit because even though I'm petite, I have stretch marks and I have slackening skin. And so when I started seeing the before and after pictures of this crazy wrap thing, I was like, whoa, because no lie, up until the point that I saw these dramatic before and after pictures, I thought that the only way I would ever be okay with my midsection again was to go and have plastic surgery. I was convinced that when I got to the point that I didn't want to have any more kids, that I would just go and have plastic surgery, and then I would have my beach body back, and I would, you know, have all of my confidence back, and I would be able to go prance around the beach then because my kids would be, you know, adults anyway. And but I literally had my mindset on plastic surgery because I literally felt like and believed that that was the only way to correct what was going on with me. And until I saw before and after pictures of people whose midsections were actually worse than, you know, what I was dealing with. And so when I started seeing slackening skin and kangaroo pouches, and mind you, my stomach did not have a bulge because I didn't work out. I worked out, but there was no amount of workout that would do anything for the skin that was just, you know, just kind of like there. And so when I saw that in addition to the product, that there was a way I could join the business to actually earn income, it was like, oh, that's a no-brainer, you know. So you're telling me I can get 4 wraps for $60, but if I pay $40 more, I can actually start distributing this product and get paid for it? Yeah, sign me up. And so to answer the question of how you get started, it works. And don't mind me looking down. I'm actually trying to find my before and after picture. I'm going to try to see if I can like put it in the camera so that you guys can see, you know, my own personal results. I guess if I was super prepared and planned out, I would have had like the picture on my computer and I just would have shared my screen, but I don't. And so I'm just going to use my phone really, really quickly. And so I don't know if you guys can like really, really see that, but on one side, this side, you should see the sagging skin that I'm talking about. But then on the picture right next to it, you see that it's no longer there. And that these are my personal results from using one wrap. One wrap, okay? This is my side results. So I don't know if that really makes sense to you, but this is like how my stomach was kind of bulging out. This is after one wrap and this is after 2 wraps. And so again, workout. For 12 years, it wasn't happening. And I found a product that helps me in 45 minutes. Crazy, but it works. So the first step to actually join this business, to join my team and launch your health, wellness, and beauty business is it only costs $99. And, you know, I know that there are other network marketing businesses out there. I know that there are other opportunities out there for you. I don't know how much they all cost, but I know that $100 is like the smallest amount out of a lot of them. And you know what comes in your business builder kit for that $99 is, guess what? A box of wraps. Now if you are, you know, desperately strapped for cash, guess what you can do? You can actually go and set up 4 wrap consultations, wrap 4 people, or have a party with 4 people, and you've already recouped your $100 investment. So it's almost like you have nothing to use. And when you join my team, what I'll show you is how you can generate an additional $350 in your first 30 days. Yeah, just by wraps, just by wrapping people, just by setting those one-on-one consultations up, and just by having those wrap parties. And so, you know, if you're really strapped for cash, you know, I don't know what you would be waiting for right now. You know, there are some people who say to me, well, I just don't have time. And I'm like, but if you're telling me that you need extra income, I don't see how you don't have time, you know. This business is really, really easy. You have people who are making $10,000 and $17,000 per month just from social media. You know, now if you're saying to me, I don't like social media, I don't want to be on social media, guess what? You don't have to. It'll be your business, and we will actually sit, you and I, to come up with a plan that is best going to integrate with what it is that you already do, how it is that you already do the things that you do. Like, you know, I've had a couple people, they see me, I'm always somewhere. I'm always either at a wrap party or, you know, some other kind of party, or, you know, at meetings at Starbucks. I'm always somewhere. And I've had a couple people ask me like, hey, you know, well, I don't have as much time to go to all of these meetings that I see you going to. How can I be successful in this business? And I'm like, I do that because I want to. I do that because I'm like, even if I wasn't in this business, I would still be gone all the time. I'm always going somewhere. I have a 13-year-old and a soon to be 11-year-old. They keep me busy. But if that's not your lifestyle, then we will figure out what it is you could do with your lifestyle to be successful. It's worked for me. In other words, I've learned how to incorporate my business into my busy lifestyle so that when I am on the run, that I'm still doing things that's going to build my business. And we would sit down during your onboard training and do the same thing for you. Because at the end of the day, if you're saying that this is something that you want, if you're saying that wealth, building wealth is important for you and your family, then I want you to succeed. I don't want you to come in and waste your time or money, just to walk away and feel like, well, I can't do this. No, I want to show you you can do this. And so I say all of that to say that anyone can do this job. You just have to be willing. I was listening to a podcast by Stephen Furtick earlier today, and the title was actually called Stretch Marks, Reaching Your Goal, or something about goals. And what he said, he was like, what if the real goal is simply reaching? And I was like, oh my God, that's so good, because it's like, and I talked to somebody earlier and they were saying, I'm just so afraid to fail. And I said, if you're afraid to fail, you'll never succeed because you're going to be afraid to move. Not only that, what I've learned is to embrace failure, because each way that you don't succeed is showing you a way that doesn't work, which is getting you closer to the one that does. But you will never do that if you don't ever take these first steps. If you don't ever take that leap, if you don't ever, sign on the dotted line and do something, break out that box, do something that you've never done before, and so for a person who says, yeah, I want to build wealth, but I need to do it by going to school, getting in student loan debt, and then going to work, never being able to pay off that student loan debt, and then retiring after I worked there for 60 years. I just, no disrespect to the school system, to the work system, none of that. Because I have people on my team who have gone to school for 12 plus years, who love their job and don't think right now anyway that they would ever quit their job. But guess what? They also have this business as a means to pay off that student loan, to supplement their income, so that they can travel if that's something that they love to do. So, like I said, my perspective is one of a single mom who I just got tired of feeling like I spent more time with my employees than I did with my kids. I often tell this story that after 1 week of leaving my job, my daughter was like, well, you seem better. And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, well, you're not as stressed. And, every time we ask you how you're doing, you used to be like, well, it was all right. But now you're like, oh, cool, whatever. And I'm just like, wow, I had no idea they were paying that much attention. And so, now this is an opportunity where I'm able to bring my children with me to most of the things that I do, if not all of them. I incorporate them into these meetings that I do online. If you've ever seen me do a product drawing, you've seen those characters in my background. It just allows me to work my business while they're there. I don't, know any other business that would allow me that so quickly. And so if you want to hear more, I did mention that there are 3 steps to success in this business. I've only given you one. The first step is to join the party, because, I have fun with what I do. And I would love the opportunity to show you how you can also have fun and, generate income, generate residual income that will, continue paying you months after months after months on top of the work that you'll be putting in yourself. One of the aha moments, I'll end on this. I don't want to keep you guys any longer. And I've got to go myself. But one of the aha moments I had came from one of my uplines, who I just connected with. She was a single mom. She had her first baby at 16, and she was a single mom of 3 before she got married and had her last baby. And earlier this year, she walked across the millionaire inductee, walked across the stage as a millionaire, inducted into the Millionaires Club in this business. And so, that was an aha moment for me because I saw myself, that everybody can connect to someone in this business and say, yes, that completely resonates with me. That story completely resonates with me. And if she can do it, I can do it too. And that's literally the momentum that I got when I saw her do that. It was like, wow, I never ever imagined my name and millionaire together before the age of 35. A lot of the get rich or become a millionaire books teach you about investing, but they teach you about, investing, compound interest, having started earlier, and or if you are starting like after 30, that you'll literally be 60, 65 before you have $1 million in the bank, and that you want to keep it in there longer to, let it keep growing and in interest and compounding so that you can have more. And so, just because of the fact that I didn't know all of this when I was 18, 19, and I'm just now learning all of this stuff now, I just kind of put it in my mind, well, okay, millionaire is doable, but it's going to take some years. I got to be really, really smart about, what I do with my money. And I still, believe that. But I never thought, joining a business would be something that would allow me to get there quicker, sooner. When I got into this business and I started looking at the average earnings on a monthly basis, and I saw that the highest level of leadership earns an average of $30,000 per month, I literally had to read that a couple times because I had never imagined 30,000 being connected to anything more than a year. And since then I've seen this quote from one of another distributors that says, I almost turned $50,000 per month down for $50,000 per year. And, I just want to let you know the earnings here are real. I'm a real person telling you about real things. I have a number of other real people who can tell you about their 5-digit monthly income. And I'm not there yet, but I am also close and on my way. And so I'm sharing all of this to you because I'm tired of seeing people struggle the way that I have for so long. And I found, an opportunity that I believe in that is working for me, that, whenever you find something that you love, you're like, I have to tell everybody about it. So it could be this lipstick and you're like, oh my gosh, Denise, that lipstick that you had on, what was that? Oh my God, your hair, how did you do that? What did you use? That shirt, where did you get that shirt? Oh my gosh, I love your necklace. Well, this is the same thing. If you see, what it is that I'm talking about and how this thing has changed my life, I just want to share that with you as well. So I'm going to go ahead and end this call. I'm going to give you, well, this hangout, I'm going to give you my phone number. And I want you to call me or text me and schedule a consultation if you have questions and you want to know the percentages that I earn, if you want to know more about the bonuses, if you want to know the other 2 steps to success, I want you to call me. And I want you to call me sooner rather than later, because right now the business is actually running one of those promotional bonuses to where when you come in this business and you do those other 2 steps of success within your first 60 days, they will give you an additional $1,000. So you're looking at, if you're looking at the 350 I told you about, plus the average commissions of about $600 and the $1,000 bonus that they give you, you're looking at about almost $2,000 in 60 days. And so if that is something that you're even the least bit interested in, that, it intrigues you, it piques your interest, call me. If you want to talk details, I'm all about details. Set up an appointment with me. I'd love to share more with you in detail, because again, I don't want, to be limited just by, I don't want you to be limited just by income or salary. I'm trying to see, I'm sorry. Yeah. So it says that one of the wealth principles is that the true measure of wealth is net worth, not working income. It says rich people focus on their net worth, poor people focus on their working income. And I'm tired, as a single mom, I said I wasn't going to fall into the statistic. I don't agree that just because I'm in a single parent household that my earnings have to be below the poverty line. And any part of poverty mindset that I have, I'm trying to break it. It's not about being rich. It's not about having money. Wealth is about having time. Being rich is having money, but wealth is about having time. Wealth is the amount of time that you can work and still live your life without having to go to work. So if you're interested in lengthening the time that you could be away from work by but still having the same, access to daily things, and it not limiting what you eat, where you go, how you drive, how you dress, then you want to learn how you can get this residual income. You want to learn how you can build wealth. And I say build with emphasis because wealth does not come overnight. This is not a get rich quick scheme. This is not a microwave thing. This is a crock pot, marinate, build an edifice and a fortress type of thing. And so it is going to take work, but it's very straightforward. And if, I was talking to somebody else and they were talking about how success leaves footprints. And if you follow those footprints and you follow those strategies that the people before us have put in place and, given to us based off of their experience, you will reach those same goals as well. So I'm just offering the opportunity to you, one, period, but then also two, to work with me, to work with you, so that we can rock this thing out and that you can build wealth for your family and we can leave them a legacy, generational wealth, not, for our children's children, not just, for ourselves, So again, I never did give the number. 404-594-4415. If you guys are international, this is an American number, so you do have to put the +1 first, and then the area code is 404-594-4415. I want to hear from you. I want to know the questions that you have about, the rest of my products. Like I said, ask me the percentages and or the other two steps. If by chance you were directed to this hangout from someone else, then I want you to go back to them and ask them what the percentages are, and ask them, what are the other two steps, and then let them know when you be ready to join. When you're ready to change your life, to change your wealth, your worth net, your wealth outcome. So again, thank you so much. I went a little bit over, a little bit longer than I think I initially wanted to, but thank you so much for joining. And I can't wait to talk to you soon. All right, peace.